Hey guys, it's Richard at Altfins. Today I'm going to review Fantom and a couple of custom market screens that I think you could use to your advantage. So, as you know, on the screener here you can create custom screens. But we also have a number of predefined market scans under the signal summary section that I think you can leverage. And one of them right off the top here, it's called pullback in an up or down trend. So this is a screen that looks for coins that are in an uptrend across short, medium, and long term, but have had a recent or a pullback basically in the last 1 day, or if you want to use 1 week period, and are not overbought and also have a bullish momentum. So this is a pretty complex screen. Let's take a look right here under the 1 day or daily interval. If you trade some of the lower intervals, you can also use those. Certainly for beginners, I recommend using daily time intervals. So when we click on the number 24, that means there are 24 coins that satisfy this criteria. Let's take a look at the criteria again. MACD is above MACD signal line, so that's a bullish momentum crossover. 1 day performance is below 0, so it's trading down. RSI is below 70, so it is not overbought, and it's up on the short term, medium term, and long term basis. Not many coins. This is a very selective criteria and a good one, I think. We can see near is on it, right? So it certainly is in an uptrend. We talked about it the last couple of days. It's pulled back a little bit today, but it's recently had a nice breakout above the 1750, if I recall correctly, 750 resistance zone, which now has become a support zone, and we think that this coin is headed to $22, and so that's one on the list here. The other one is Fantom, right? And before we discuss the chart on Fantom, let's get back to the screen or the predefined market scan that we have here. What can you do with it? Well, first of all, you can create an alert that will send emails and also notifications for about coins that satisfy this criteria. You will find them in your email box if you want to receive alerts for this particular market scan. You can also relax the criteria, right? Let's just say you're saying, okay, well, I don't care about the long-term trend. I'm going to get rid of that. And let's see what coins I have that are at least trading up on the short term and the medium trend basis. Maybe you get a few more. One Harmony is also, I think, a pretty decent name here. It's down 5%, right? So all of these names are in an uptrend but are trading down today, and therefore could be sort of interesting pullback opportunities. Now this one is really interesting in that it's obviously reached its all-time high here. Let's just make sure that this is the all-time high. So under the indicators, if you scroll down, we have an all-time high right here, 38 cents. It was reached, yeah, October 26th. So it's about 81 days ago. All right, so that's this point right here. And now we reached back at that level. All-time highs oftentimes become very stiff resistance areas, but once they're cleared, the price can really take off, right? But here is where you get a lot of the sellers, for whatever reason it is, they feel like it's fully valued there and they take money off the table, they take some profits, but the buyers are stepping up, consistently pushing the price higher until it breaks above that level. So what you can do is buy it on the pullbacks. Typically, you want to look for some support level around, in this case, it's probably, let's say 30, maybe a little lower, 27 cents or so. So you might want to wait for that pullback to that level and get involved, or wait for the breakout. If you're just a really pure momentum trend trader, then you wait for a breakout above this high. So the high was 37.8, so call it 38 cents. So you wait for a breakout. Okay, so again, you can relax this criteria by changing, and then again save it as another alert, right? Pullback in uptrend, and then you'll have it under your saved filters right here. Oh, I'm sorry. So I saved the filter. I'm sorry, saved the alert, but I haven't saved the filter, so I have to save the filter as well separately. Pullback in uptrend. Okay, so now I have it in my filters, custom filters. I can come back to it and apply it. I also, by the way, this filter will show up under signal summary as well, under your own section right here. So these are all different filters that I've created. Here's the one that we just created, so you can quickly just jump to the results right here in the future. And also we have it now under alerts, because we created an alert for it as well under alerts management. I've got a lot of these here, so here's the one that we just created. Okay, now going back to the screener and the results, I wanted to check out Fantom. I'm quite warming up to this one. It's another layer 1 protocol, so similar to Ethereum. It's a competitor to Ethereum, just like many others like Avalanche, Near Protocol, Rose, and others. And what we see here in the chart, which we also highlight in the curated chart, by the way, sometimes we have these available, is that it is clearly in an uptrend across short-term, medium, long-term basis. It's recently made another higher high, a higher low. They should say higher low right here, which is an indication of an uptrend, and it's pushing. It's getting close to that 350 all-time high level. Let's make sure that indeed is an all-time high. Yep, about 350. It's 348 to be exact. About 80 days ago, that was the all-time high. So we're getting to that level. We're pulling back here. So I'd say, you know, on the pullback, let's see where the next support zone here is. It's about 250 is the next support zone, which is where I would be buying it on the pullback. If I'm wrong and it doesn't really pull back there and it continues to go higher, I would want to wait for a breakout above that 350 level, the all-time high, and then it will really rocket from there potentially. Now, what's going on? When you look under the news section, I recommend as well. Sometimes you find some really cool nuggets of information. And I noticed that there's an interesting article from Crypto Slate. So let's check out what they're talking about. You know, the key drivers behind Fantom's recent rally. And what they're talking about here is this chart right here, which is the total value locked. So Fantom is a protocol on which other decentralized finance applications are residing and writing and using it for transaction processing. Essentially, they're using Fantom protocols for transaction processing. And so these projects that are sitting on top of the Fantom protocol are providing various features and yield opportunities for the end user. And there looks like they're attracting more and more capital from the end users are in these applications that are riding on top of the Fantom protocol. It looks like we hit a new high of 7 billion here. In fact, if you look at the source, DeFi Llama, we can go straight there, DeFi Llama, and check out Fantom right here. Okay, and we can see that same chart. So this is the source of that data. Yep, we're hitting new highs in terms of the total value locked, 7 billion. And I think that is pricing, pushing the price higher. And I think that will reflect, if we're pushing new highs on total value locked, I think that there's a very good chance that fundamentally that will also translate into a bullish price action, maybe new highs as well, right? I mean, this is all evidence. These are pieces of the mosaic that we're putting together, stacking these pieces of evidence in our favor. Nothing's for sure. The trend could change in terms of the TVL. but I do like it here. So I'll be buying it on the pullback to 250. Again, this is my personal opinion, not investment advice. Or I would wait for 350 breakout. And how do I sort of stay on top of the market, right? Well, you create alerts. So if you want to create an alert, you go to the filters and say, want to be alerted about Fantom. So add that to the filter, and then I want to be alerted when the price is above 350. Add filter, click on done, click on the alert icon and say Fantom 350, should we buy it? And then I also want to be alerted when the price dips to 250, right? So buy it on the pullback or buy it on the breakout, one or the other, right? And now I got these two new alerts, and there are also in my alerts section here under alerts management on the second page here. These are the two that I just bought, that I just created. I could disable them here, I could delete them in the future, and so on. So I'm going to enable these again. So this is how you leverage this tool to stay on top of the market, to also find trading ideas as well. So I hope everyone this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us via our chat or our email at invest@alphins.com. Good luck trading.